Good afternoon, dignitaries on the dais, and good afternoon, everyone. I am Sindhu, research scholar under the guidance of Professor Dr. H.R. Uma, Sir MV PG Center, Tubinkere, Mandya. Today I am going to present a topic on corporate social responsibility, a paradigm shift in public and private sector banks in India for stabilizing economic growth. So, CSR has extended its reach for beyond corporate boundaries, becoming a pervasive concept. It is a concept depicts companies not only focused on the sole purpose of generating profit. Instead, they also have an ethical duty to give back to the society that helps them flourish by Garriga and Sharma. So India is the first country in the world to make corporate social responsibility mandatory following an amendment act, the Companies Act 2013 in April 2014. In the term, CSR may be relatively new to India, but the concept itself dates back over 100 years. CSR is a concept that suggests that it is the responsibility of the corporations operating within society to contribute towards economic, social and environmental development that creates a positive impact on society at large, although there is no fixed definitions for this. And however, the concept revolves around the fact that the corporations needs to focus beyond earning just profits. In India, the term CSR became popular in 1950s. Under the old Companies Act 1956, there was no provision of CSR. However, the CSR was introduced as voluntary guidance in 2009 by Ministry of Corporate Affairs. In its preamble, it was mentioned that CSR is not philanthropy and CSR activities are purely voluntary. What companies will take to do beyond an statutory requirement or obligations. RBI circulated a notice on December 20, 2007 for all scheduled commercial banks with title Corporate Social Responsibility, Sustainable Development and Non-Financial Reporting Role of Banks. Regarding the banking sector, selected the banks do not exist in a vacuum. They make a large contribution to the country's GDP growth, meet the demand and the growing middle class, contribute to the infrastructure spending and reach out to the semi-urban and rural areas. India's new Company Act 2013 has introduced several new provisions which changed the face of India's corporate business. One of such new provisions is CSR Section 135 of Companies Act provides that they show limit for applicability of the CSR to a company, that is net worth of company to be rupees 500 crores or more, or turnover of the company to be rupees 1000 crore or more, or net profit of the company to be rupees 5 crore or more. Significance of the study: banking sector is an important sector for stabilizing of financial system. So it plays an important role in the economy of our country. It facilitates the flow of fund in our economy and ensure financial resources that are allocated efficiently towards promoting economic development growth. Indian banks are actively indulged in CSR activities. Corporate social responsibility makes a significant shift in strategies of public and private sector banks. Rather than solely concentrating on the financial gains, banks now recognize the importance of integrating ethical and social responsible practices into their operations. This paradigm shift involves accepting that by actively contributing to social welfare through initiatives like community development project, environmental sustainability efforts, and ethical lending practices, banks not only fulfill their moral obligations but also create a stable environmental for long-term growth. Essentially, CSR become a driving force behind stabilizing growth by aligning banking activities with social well-being, thereby encouraging a more sustainable and balanced approach to business. This study is an attempt to explore CSR activities and spending towards CSR of selected public and private sector banks in India. So, review of the literature. From the various reviews, it is found that, okay, research gap. In the light of that above literature, what I had studied, sir. So, some studies have been conducted on CSR initiatives, practices, and expenditure in Indian banking industries, but when looking at the Indian banking industries, they found a dearth of literature on the topic. So, since there is a lack of data in this area, the current study aims to fulfill it by examining the CSR initiatives of both public and private banks in India's financial sector. Thus, this study has tried to investigate the CSR spending and activities in India. Objectives of the study. The first objective of this study is to analyze the CSR expenditure in selected public and private sector banks, and the second objective is to analyze the impact of the net profit on CSR spending. Hypothesis of this study. The first, there is one hypothesis. There is a significant impact of net profit on CSR contribution of banks. Research methodology. To accomplish the objectives of the study, the present study will be used both quantitative and qualitative statistics for the data interpretation, and multiple regression analysis used to know to influence of the independent variable on the dependent variable. The selections of the banks. For the current study, 2 banks from the public sector namely Indian Bank and Union Bank of India, and 2 banks from private sector namely Axis Bank and Kotak Mahindra banks have been selected, which are listed in BSE and NSE. So, data collection. So, for the present study, the secondary sources are collected from the annual report, sustainability report, and official websites of the respective banks. Annual reports of the 8 years of public and private sector banks from 2014-15 to 2021-22 has been analyzed, and all CSR activities have been taken into the consideration. So, data analysis. The objectives of measuring the comparing the CS corporate social performance in public and private sector banks in India was achieved with the help of the content analysis of annual report of, I already said, that is to public and private sector banks from 2015 to 2022. The data will be analyzed, interpreted with the help of the multiple regression model. So, the selected banks most CSR practiced area is in the public sector banks. The Indian banks are more concentrated, are more spendings on inclusive growth, vocational skill, gender equity, women empowerment, and the education. And the Union Bank spends most for the health, education, environment, women empowerment, and the community development. In the private sector bank, the Axis banks are most concentrated areas. CSR spending areas are education, livelihood, vocational skill, environment, and the healthcare. In the Kotak Mahindra Bank, they spends more for the health, education, environment, women empowerment, and the community development. So, their preference illi yav tara idya tables alli aa tara. So, these areas are mentioned in Schedule 7. The 2013 CSR Act alli ಏನು mention ಆಗಿದೆಯೋ ಆ areas ಮೇಲೆ they are spending all the banks. So, public banks, net profit and corporate social responsibility. So, in this table, we can see the net profit amount spent towards to the CSR and the percentage of CSR spent by the Indian Bank during the 2014-15 to 2021-22. From 2014-15 to 2021-22, almost the CSR spent is 23.5 crore. So Indian Bank CSR spending overall nodadadre 23 crores ashtu madide. So in the CSR in percentage wise nodadadre it's less than 1%. So same thing, same data details as shown in this graph. Next, second public banks is Union Bank. So this table is represent the net profit and CSR spending and the CSR percentage from 2014-15 to 2021-22. The total CSR spent by the Union Bank is 39.798 crores. And the private sector banks net profit and corporate social responsibility. So in this table it shows the net profit and corporate social responsibility spending and the percentage of CSR by Axis Bank from 2014-15 to 2021-22. The Axis Bank spends for the CSR it's 972.62 crores. From Kotak Mahindra banks from 2014-15 to 2021-22, the CSR spent is 18.44 crores. So compare than the public sector banks, private sector banks are doing good CSR practices and they spend more for the CSR activities. So in this graph, we clearly shows. So result and discussion. Regression result shows 1 unit increase in the net profit will lead to the 0.86% increase in the CSR. The effect of CSR on the net profit is positive. So if the F value is 89.242 and P value is 0.00, it is statistically significant at 1% level. Based on the regression results, the null hypothesis, there is no significant impact on net profit on CSR contribution of banks has been rejected, and the alternative hypothesis that there is a significant impact of net profit on CSR contribution of banks is accepted. So again net profit annadu CSR contribution mele adu definitely adu affect ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, means net profit increase ಆದಂಗೆ CSR contributions ಕೂಡ increase ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಇದು ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. So findings from this study, it is found that selected public and private banks supports projects like community development, education and skill development, environmental sustainability, healthcare, rural development projects, sports and welfare, especially in women empowerment, which is directly contributing to the economic growth. The CSR practices and expenditure by private sector banks are good compared to public sector banks. However, it is found that selected banks have not followed the rules and norms as per the Companies Act 2013 section 135(4) and RBI guidelines. Follow ಮಾಡ್ತಿದೆ ಹೌದು ಕೂಡ spendings ಇದೆ, but not up to that percent. ಅದು what ಅವರು ಹೇಳಿದಾರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗೋದು ಇನ್ನು ಫಾಲೋ ಆಗಬೇಕದು. So finally the suggestion and the conclusions. So CSR is becoming an important business issues both globally and regionally. It is being identified as an integral part of the business strategy and is gaining traction as a top priority on the agenda of the business leaders today. CSR activities practices by the banks have positive and significant contribution to the economic growth of any nation. Banks have shown a massive amount of CSR in their annual report. The disclosure of the CSR activities in yearly reported take enormous space to attract investors and the shareholders by the showcasing their responsible corporate behavior. The current allocations and the spending by the banks towards to the CSR initiatives are good, but the same is not sufficient for stabilizing the economic growth. To make a paradigm shift, the banks should realize their responsibilities and increase their investment in sustainability so that can definitely make a paradigm shift in sustained economic growth. It is recommended that the banks should focus on their focus on other various areas like drinking water, eradicating hunger, slum area development.
Please conclude, madam.
Research and development, armed force, national heritage, disaster management, and encouraging sports, which are identified under Schedule 7 of the Companies Act 2013. It is also suggested government should take a serious action on the banks who are not spending 2% towards CSR and not disclosing the actual reports.
Thank you for your good presentation, madam. So now this is the time for open discussion.
मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे